Explorers, welcome back. It is Super Buck Sunday, my favorite day of the week. So let's stuff some Super Bucks. Alright, so Corey actually went outside, so for once I can talk. But now I don't even know what I need to talk about. A, B, C, D. Yeah, now I don't even know, you guys. I don't even know anymore. Oh, those are wrong order. Okay. I am just messing this up all over the place. So, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Because if you're watching this, that means it's Sunday. I am filming this the previous Friday. So not the Friday like 2 days ago, but the Friday the week prior. Because I typically film Monday through Sunday. I know that sounds funny, but that's how I film. So today I filmed this past Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, which is the day you're seeing this. It's just the way that I do it. Because I don't always do a Monday video. If I were to skip a Monday video, it's not a big deal, but I don't like to skip Sunday videos, which is why I always make sure that I have at least through Sunday filmed of the next week. So that's why. But yeah, so Friday's beer challenge, I know I couldn't talk. He was literally, so I'm sitting here, his computer is here, and he was editing our Paris videos. So I could not say anything. I couldn't even whisper because he was literally sitting next to me. He had his headphones in because he was obviously editing video footage, but I couldn't say anything. So I have decided that that's what we're going to do. I'm going to surprise him with the cruise that goes Scotland, Ireland, Wales. And so that'll mark off 3 more countries for us. And then if he ends up liking Ireland, we can obviously go back because we'll be in France and it'll be super easy. And the funny thing is, if he likes it, we could actually go straight from France to Ireland for however long he wants to go, if we want to do that at the very end. And what I mean by that is that, so in order to stay in France without a visa, we can only stay up to 89 days. However, that's because it's part of the Schengen zone. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Schengen zone. We could actually leave France and go to a non-Schengen zone European country and stay for another 90 days if we wanted to. So that's how it's broken up. Depending on where we go, depending on where we go in Ireland, Ireland is not part of the EU. Let me make sure I have my facts correct because I was looking into this. Sorry, yes, Ireland is part of the EU. But they are not part of the Schengen zone. Therefore, we could actually leave France after 89 days, and we could go stay in Ireland for 89 days if we wanted to, and then we could go back to France. We're not going to do that. However, we can, what is a very real possibility is to go do our 89 days in France, do that trip, that cruise to Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and if he enjoys Ireland, we could, instead of flying home immediately, we can plan a 2-week trip to Ireland and actually do a full-blown trip while we're already over there, because the only thing is that we have to leave the Schengen zone. So I even looked at us possibly, after those 89 days, going to England for a little bit just to continue our travels. Obviously, it's going to depend on how we feel. So what my plan is my plan is to book a trip, book our flights there, but not book our flights home right away. I'm also hoping, because currently it is way more expensive for me to fly home from France than it is for me to fly to France. Like flying to Europe, flying to the UK is so much cheaper than it is to get flights back. And I believe it's because all the airline companies, like, they recognize that we're flying, like, I'm on a US IP. So it's more expensive to fly home. So I'm hoping that once I'm there in Europe and I'm like on their internet, their Wi-Fi and everything, that maybe flights will be a little bit cheaper to fly back to the US. And if they aren't, that's okay too. I'm going to have the money saved for it regardless. But I also don't want to book those flights home right away in case we do decide to stay beyond the 89 days and just go to something that, like I said, is not part of the Shenzhen. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. If I am not, please correct me. It could be the Schengen. I don't know if that G is like a hard G where it's like a J, like a J sound, or if it's a G sound. Looking at it, it's so funny because looking at it, to me, it looks maybe like a German word. I've never actually looked into it, but that's so, and I think that's why I feel like it's like a J sound. But again, I could be completely wrong. So please correct me if I'm pronouncing that incorrect. What's up? No, they're coming in. Alright, so A is for airfare. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10, which is a whole line. We seem to be doing 10 each time. I think we had 10 last week too, which I'm perfectly okay with. It's a nice amount. And this will more than likely, I don't know if I'm going to use this to pay back for the flights that I just paid for Corey to go to TwitchCon. Probably going to do that because they weren't a ton of money. They were like a little over 200. But if I remember correctly, I think I used the credit card to pay for them. We had to like jump on them because they dropped significantly, and his round trip flight was under $300 to go to San Diego, which, for whatever reason, flights from Florida to California or Florida to Vegas are so expensive. So we had to like jump on them. So I believe I used the credit card, in which case I will probably just, actually I'm going to make myself a little note to do that. Okay, so put that on the credit card for TwitchCon flights, and then I think, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So $10 going into there. We did bundle last time, so we have $10 in towards the third bundle. Yes. All right. B is for Bestie Day. We have a lot of B-Bucks today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 going into there. So 10 would put us here. 11, 12 puts us here. Bestie Day is, honestly, I took that term from Tracy at Golden Girl Budgets, just because I needed something to fill for B, and this was a category I needed to save for anyways. It's not really Bestie Day. I mean, it kind of is. It's more along the lines of work trips with Jasmine. We are both travel creators within the same social media agency, but we have different managers. I have the founder of the agency. She has the CFO, I believe. It's like the second in command of the agency. So, and they actually are mother-daughter. Funny enough, like, it is a big agency and there's a lot of managers within it, but I have the owner. She has the owner's mom as a manager. So a lot of times they will work together and book us trips together or try to get us to do trips together. Or Jasmine and I just like to do trips together. We like to do one-day trips when we're running low on content, or just want to throw in some quick trips here and there. So this is money to help with that. It is a write-off at the end of the year. That's the biggest misconception for people that don't understand self-employment, and they're like, oh, but isn't it just a write-off? You don't have to worry about having the money. It's a write-off. Okay, but that money has to come from somewhere to start with. Like, I still have to pay that money, and I'm not getting that money back. It just means I owe, like, it's a write-off, so at the end of the year, it helps with how much I owe in taxes. Like, I don't owe as much because I have write-offs. That's all that means. It doesn't mean that I just go, oh no, this is or the people that are like, yeah, but isn't that a business expense? You don't have to worry about it. Okay, where do you think those funds come from? This isn't a corporation. I'm not a corporation. Business expenses still come out of my pocket because I am the business. So that always cracked me up. So we have $12, $13, $14 towards bundle number 2. Alright. C is for car. This is also going to... I actually don't remember, because I don't remember if I paid... I need to go back and watch that initial video where I said where I was putting the car funds, because I still have the Ford one sitting in completed challenges because I can't remember. We have 3 C-Bucks because we had to spend $400 and something on new batteries for the truck, and I don't remember where I took that $400 from. Like, I just cannot remember. And I didn't write it down, but I know that I mentioned it in the video following doing it. So I need to, like, go back. But the problem is I put out so many videos. So if anybody remembers where I said I was going to put car into, it's either going to be in a Friday night game video, because that's where I do the car challenge, or it's going to be in a Super Bucks video, because that's where I do C for car. But I can't remember. So in C Bucks towards bundle number 2, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 C Bucks sticking together. Alright. D is for debt. Let me get my crayons out, because this one is printed on paper. All of them coming up are going to be printed like this, where they're smaller. Because, one, this just takes up too much space on my desk, like in the view. I think that this size is way better. Plus I have all this dead space anyways, and that way I don't have to cut them down. And I can fit 2, my goodness, I can fit 2 per page, which is even better. Alright, D is for debt. This goes towards credit card payments. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, not credit card payments. It goes towards an extra credit card payment. So anything I do for debt, those don't go towards my regular monthly payment that I make. That is in addition to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puts us right here. So once this one's done, that will be an extra $100 going towards paying off my credit card. I think currently we have about $1,050 paid off on it. Not a ton, you guys. But we're working there, slowly getting there. I do have some more challenges I'm going to be doing coming up. I have some challenges that are going to be finishing, which will start making a bigger dent in it. I wanted to get my emergency up before I really tackled debt, because yes, obviously debt is very important, but having an emergency fund is more important than paying off your debt. If you have an emergency, it's not going to be like, oh, well, I don't have any money for this emergency, but thank goodness my debt's paid off. No. No. However, if you never have an emergency, you can take emergency money and pay off your debt. So that's why, in my opinion, debt is more important, emergency is more important than debt. So now that my emergency fund is over $2,000, we can start putting more emphasis on debt. So we are adding $8 in. We had $1 in there, so we have $9 towards bundle number 3. Once we have 4 bundles, we'll make that payment because we'll have the 100. Each bundle is $25 in case you're new and don't know what the heck I'm talking about. D. So next is eBucks. eBucks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. eBucks go in here. We started this on June 1st. We are not tracking them. Either December 1st or December 31st, we will empty this out, see how much is in there, and that will get to go into the emergency fund. And it's just going to be a nice, fun surprise because it's going to be every single eBuck from June 1st through either December 1st or December 31st. The reason I don't know is because if I do until December 1st, then that's exactly 6 months. If I do until December 31st, it's just until the end of the year. So I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. So E. Okay, so next is F. We're going in order. F bucks are going towards saving for our stay in France. So we are just putting them in here. We got a nice little chunk already. We're adding in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This is also why I don't track F-Bucks because I get a lot of them and we just go through trackers way too fast. So this is going to go in here until it's full. Once it's full, I will take it out. It will go into the high yield and we'll keep doing it until we go on that trip. Next is G-Bucks. G-Bucks doesn't have a tracker yet. I really want to get a bag or a box or something for it. G is for our trip to Greece next year. That is going to be happening during our time that we're staying in France. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Going in here, we don't count this up because it's going to go into a box just like these, so they can be a mystery amount. So while we're in France, we've been actually planning, before we even planned on going back to France, we were planning a cruise to Greece and Italy. The cruise that I found is actually Greece, Italy, Croatia. Rather than making that a separate trip and paying $3,000 to fly from the United States back to Europe to do that cruise, while we're in France, it's only $100 a person to fly from France to Rome. So it just makes sense to do it while we're already there. So that's what we're going to do. And that way, too, if we find that there's a port or something that we really enjoy, it's easy for us to go and spend time there because, again, we're already in Europe and it's a lot cheaper to fly from France back to Greece or back to Rome or back to Croatia or whatever we want to do. So that's why we did it that way. Next is H-Bucks. H-Bucks, we actually have a good amount today. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 H-Bucks. That, we haven't had that in a very, very long time. So 4, 5, 6. This goes towards whatever holiday it finishes near or whatever holiday might need it. Because what was I saying? Because I get H-Bucks very sparingly. It takes a very long time to complete an H-Buck tracker. So it's hard to say, oh, this is going to go towards Halloween. This may not be finished by Halloween, you guys. So it's easier to just put it as holidays and then put it wherever it might be needed by the time it finishes. Although looking at this now, I believe we could have it done by Halloween, and this could actually be like great for Halloween. Thinking about it, I actually haven't saved anything for Halloween yet. Alright, so H-Bucks. Ooh, are we finishing I think that means we're finishing a bundle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We are. So that is our second H-Buck bundle. 2 more to go. So we have $2 towards bundle number 3. That is exciting. I do not save iBucks, so we skip from H over to J. Okay, hold on, I gotta make sure that I have this correct. So it goes this way, and then this is why I want these to all be cut down. Okay, this was an ebook tracker that I started, and then we decided to put ebooks in there. Rather than throwing away this perfectly good tracker that has used my ink and cardstock, as you guys can see, I reuse everything. Rather than throwing that away, we're just gonna make do and make it a J-Buck tracker. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're all about saving money over here, so I'm also a very, very much a recycle person. Like, if I can reuse things, I'm going to. So right now we're just crossing them out until we get down here, and then we'll start coloring them in. So I think that was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. J goes for Japan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now in J is for Japan. We have not quite a bundle, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, $21. So 4 more dollars and we will bundle this. Okay. Next up would have been L-Bucks, but L-Bucks are going into a tin. Then it would have been Star Notes. We don't have any Star Notes today, so we are done in this binder. So let's close her on up. Actually, let's switch over to the daily. It's in here somewhere. I know it is. Okay. Here's the daily. We're not going to do it right this second. We are going to go over to our L-Bucks, because L-Bucks are next. They are for our trip. Well, you guys are seeing this month, so we go on this trip this month at the end of the month. The box is a little large for how short of time we had to save for these L-Bucks, but that's okay. So we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 L-Bucks going in here. So sometime this month I will empty this out and we will go purchase British pounds with it. And that will just be extra spending money for the kids, plus we like to collect the currency, so whatever we don't spend, we have for just saving. Actually, I told you guys, let me do this first, and then I will tell you what I forgot to show you guys last week. Alright, this is from Jen at Teach Save Travel. This is for our trip to Japan, which we are planning for September of next year. That's the goal. Nothing has been booked. It is not set in stone. It is just very lightly penciled in, because obviously we have a lot of big trips before that, so I don't like to solidify anything until I know that we will have the finances to actually make it happen. But that doesn't mean you don't save for it. So we put $5 in every time I cash stuff. 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. So one more cash stuffing and this challenge will be done, and then we will deposit $100 into the Japan High Yield. A little bit goes a long way, and that way we're saving at least something towards that trip, because we are going to take the trip. It's just a matter of when are we going to take that trip. So let me move this out of the way. I will be right back. I know that not all of you guys are on Instagram and may not have seen this. This was something that I did with all of our, not all of our, but like with some of our things left over from our Paris trip. It was a partnership with Cricut. So this I put on the glass. This I put on the glass. It is like a gold foil. It's a metallic gold and then just a navy blue to match the passport. This passport is It's just from Michael's. We have the kids 2 tickets from, funny enough, so all of our flights, like to France and stuff, we didn't get paper tickets, like they just didn't give them. But the UK did not let us check in online at all. You check, like, the way it was set up is we had to check in at the airport. So when you checked in at the airport, they gave you paper tickets. So these are actually our tickets from the UK home. But it was our Paris trip, so, and you can't see it on here. And then pictures of the kids, and then I put 2 of the coins in there. So we have €1, and then we have 20 cents, and then just a plain sticker. But as you can see, this top has a slit in it. So, oh, and this is from Hobby Lobby. Because I went to Hobby Lobby first, didn't find anything I needed except for this shadow box, and then because it was a lot cheaper at Hobby Lobby, I think it was like $4, which was crazy. The stickers cost me the most. That little sticker back there cost me the most. Oh, and then in the background, that is scrapbooking paper that I got from Michael's. Hobby Lobby had a terrible selection. Michael's had a really good selection, but it was more expensive at Michael's. So the only thing I got from Hobby Lobby was the shadow box itself. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, I told you guys I was going to show you this last week. I'm going to be making another one of these. Since this one has a slit in the top, I'm going to make another one just like this. Not with this stuff in the background, though. That has grease. I already got the paper for the background. And that's what we're going to use to stuff my G-Bucks. After the Greece trip, I'm going to make another shadow, like, I'm going to, obviously, it won't have the funds in it anymore, so it will just become a shadow box with our memories in it. So to start off, it'll say Greece up top like this. I don't know if I'm going to put anything off in this corner or not. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different, but it will say Greece across the top. I have the paper for the background, but there won't be anything else in it because we'll be stuffing G-Bucks in it. Actually, I did get a sticker pack to be able to put a couple of stickers in the background. But and that will be to stuff our G-Bucks in it for before the trip. After the trip, we will have taken all those G-Bucks out, obviously, and exchanged them for the currency that's used in Greece. And so when we come back from that trip, that's when I will add pictures and I will do a whole, like, actual shadow box with stuff. So to start off, it'll be used to save money, and then when we come back, it will turn into a keepsake. So just double using it. Actually, I can show you the stickers I got. I think the paper got ruined, but that's okay because it was like $1 or something. I can always buy another piece. I planned on making it a lot faster than I have because I need to go get another one of these, but I truly have not gone anywhere. Well, these are the plain stickers. So I still have all these plain stickers left over. I only used one from the pack. Wrigley has these. These were actually a gift from Jen at Jen Finally Saves. I borrowed these from Wrigley in case I wanted to use them on here, and then I just ended up using one of the plains that I bought. These were also from the kids. Something that Jen had gotten them. Oh, here's my grease stick. Nope. These came with the passport, but I'm not using any of these. So it came with, like, these stamps that were supposed to look like passport stamps. But I felt like these did not look nearly as realistic as the passport itself did, so I didn't use any of those. Okay, here they are. So these are the grease stickers that they had at... Let me move this stuff from the background so you can see better. These are the grease stickers that they had. So, instead of using my Cricut to make something here, I might use, like, maybe put one of these in the background. I haven't quite decided. I know I'm not using this tiny little grease right here. I'm definitely going to do my own. But, yeah. I don't know. I got these. If I use them, I use them. If I don't, I don't. But honestly, of this whole thing, the stickers were the most expensive. Like, that little sticker back there, because it came on a sheet, was like $8. Because the stickers at Michael's were a lot more expensive than Hobby Lobby. But Hobby Lobby didn't have a single pack that I needed. Like, everything was better at Michael's. The passport, like I said, it came with those 2 stickers. I want to say it was $7.99, which seemed reasonable considering this passport actually opens and there's actually printing on every single page. It's very realistic. It even has a little spot on it to put a picture. So I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, their stickers were expensive. But it is what it is. So yeah. I just thought I'd share this with you guys. I was waiting to share until I made the grease one, but I keep forgetting, and hopefully doing this in the video will remind me to finally go make it. So maybe by the time I post this, I will have made it, and I can add a video back into here, taking all those G-Bucks out and putting them into the grease one, since I am filming this so far in advance. But who knows? Who knows if I'll remember. But I do have over a week, so maybe I will. I don't know, guys. But that is officially all that I have for you today, and I will see you back here tomorrow for Mini Monday, hopefully also Merry Monday. Again, just depends if I make it to the bank or not. But until next time, bye!